ラルバータ今日レディーゴー ヘリーバータタクマレディーゴー
T-minus 9 minutes. T-minus 8 minutes. T-minus 7 minutes. T-minus 6 minutes. minus 5 minutes. Minus for minutes. Minus 3 minutes. Minus 2 minutes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the mic is on. Oh, I actually have a relatively decent position for once. Cool. Can't complain about that. Sally sells seashells. Lest anybody think that I am a liar, I was not supposed to be able to do a live stream tonight because I was supposed to be at a dragon boat tournament, but I ended up sustaining a minor spinal tendon injury that was inflicted by a brown belt. I don't know what rank he was. He was definitely higher than at least a purple, and it looked like he did, when I looked at it later and looked it up, he did a python trap. You don't do that on people that you don't know, and you certainly don't do it on lower belts. So basically, the guy cost me an entire week, a week and a half of training, close to $300 in chiropractic bills. Because I had to go and get adjustments, and also cost me a dragon boat tournament that is part of our training for nationals, and it is healing. And if it had been just a little bit, more, and he hadn't transitioned into something else. Sorry, I'm drinking Gatorade. Then I would have wound up possibly having a severe spinal injury or worse. So, needless to say, I will not be rolling with this guy at all. So, we'll just do some virtual fighting. Because why the fuck not? Why not? And I actually don't feel like drinking tonight. I feel like I've been sort of off of it, not getting the effect of it so much that I want. And I know I look like one of these fucking e-gamer douches with their Gatorade and their water and their little stupid towels, but in my defense, for the most part, I am athletic in real life, and so Gatorade is what I have. I want to stay hydrated, and so at $! Exclamation mark. It's been a little while since I've played this. I'll play her. I will play her. Okay, hang on a second. Okay. Sorry about that. And now I have to check this again. Tilk, go lie down. Go lie down. Okay, we're still in sync. Old computer. Tilk, I love you, but you need to go lie down. There we go. I don't have as much time under my belt in this game, so don't expect me to do quite as well in this as I do historically in Street Fighter, or I thought about doing ye old opening game of like Last Bronx or something like that, but I thought, let's DQ something. Oh. Poorly placed Gatorade bottle. Can't see jack shit. Just this big fucking bottle shit in the middle. Okay, that. I'll take the damage that I was able to inflict on this guy, but I would prefer that it be done. Yeah, like I say, don't have as much. Yeah, you lost. No shit. Can't win them all. Well, I was doing okay to start. Okay, we'll try this again. Here we go. This guy looks so 1993 it hurts, even though this game came out on the Saturn in 95. I guess it came out in general in 95. No, you don't. Holy jeez. Holy fuck. What is this tonight? What? Okay, let's try this again. I'm not that bad, but apparently tonight I am. Wow. I just... That was a lot closer than it should have been. Why is nothing working with this guy all of a sudden? Okay. Oh, my whole... I just can't seem to get my energy back. There. Yeah, well, I'm also generally I'm not this bad at 95. I'm actually a little surprised at how long it took me to get through that. It is one of the more difficult ones, but I'm not that bad. And I'll be honest, I was starting to feel kind of pissed off. That's why I went quiet, because I just wanted to concentrate and beat the bastard. But it is one of the more difficult ones. I also find it more difficult than 97. But I also pride myself at being pretty good at a lot of these Japanese speed fighters, so I tend to take it as a probably more seriously than I should when I don't do a solid I will say I find 95 more difficult than the latter ones, but of all the fighters that I've played, this is the one I have the least playtime in, because there weren't a lot of places that had big reds growing up. But this is this is definitely one of the more difficult ones. I'm debating increasing the frame rate of my stream up to 60 seconds or 60 frames per second, so it's a little smoother. I was sort of like, well, it's sort of overkill and blah blah blah, but you know what? It does seem to make, for fighters, it does seem to make a more pleasant viewing experience. This is an older laptop. This is sort of this used to be my main work machine, and then I just was like, well, it still has a fair amount of muscle in it, but I just use it as my streaming knockabout machine. It's not my primary machine anymore, so if something happens to it, not that I don't care, but it's not the end of the world. It's annoying, because this is what I use as the video game, but you can see that it's showing its age a little bit. Like if you look at the ticker and the overlays, there's very, very slight judder. It's not completely buttery smooth or anything like that. Like, it's pretty smooth. It's, what's the old saying? Good enough for government work? Yeah. Well, I'm also a little older than you. Not by, I guess, an insane amount, but enough that the arcade era and the amount of machines that you would still see them sometimes, but it would be just 10 years earlier, there were a lot more of them. Neo Geos, you would see them, but they weren't hugely common. I saw them more in Quebec, to be honest. I saw them more in Gatineau and places like that. It was more popular in the French parts of town. English-speaking Canada, it was Street Fighter or bust, and then... But I would still say the Quebec ones, you saw more of these. But yeah, this is tough. I don't know if I'd say it's necessarily as tough as... I think the Sega ones are tougher in a different way. Like, I'm not as cranky about it now because I got through, but it's like, wow, first round, like, come on, man. Come on, man. My aim before the end of the summer is to get this arcade machine. Like, I've basically built everything. I just need to find some... I just need to pull out the back of it and then put the cable that I built in, connect it, and make sure it's... the OSSC settings are ideal. Only... what, a year, 2 years later than scheduled? And I got been distracted by a bunch of mods for my Steam Deck. I've spent way too much money on, yeah, 1 year later. Good enough for government work, yeah. Actually, I might be buying a new building for my office. But we'll see. I might be buying a converted church. If you can believe it. The prevailing wisdom is that... The prevailing wisdom, obviously... Well, you'd be familiar with this, Vector Man, because you know... You have a building and it's not used for worship anymore. It's supposed to be deconsecrated. But I don't really trust that a lot of the time around here that the buildings are deconsecrated before sale, so I'll just get a pastor friend of mine to do it. Just to be safe and respectful. It's just easier to have it done. If God created man, he also created arcade machines, so... And so it'll be interesting to see if that's the building I wind up buying. It's just it has all the space that I need for work, for video, for all the TV stuff. There's room enough for a grid above the pulpit. You don't have to have a former church deconsecrated. It's in my opinion, it's a good idea. Just kind of like God's moved out, so don't leave the stuff behind, so to speak. Whenever it's a former building of worship, generally having it deconsecrated is a good idea, just in my opinion. I might have almost walked away with that one. That would have been epic, but maybe not. Yo. The other thing that I like about King of Fighters is I really like the sprite work. Yeah, usually you can ask a priest or a pastor to deconsecrate a building that is used as a place of worship. I mean, would you want a crucifix and a bust of Jesus when you're playing the arcade machine or looking at you while you're on the John? I don't. And if truth be told, I don't think he'd want to see it either. I think he's seen enough. You lost. Lost for now. Because I just don't have enough space to do all the bullshit I have to do for work. I have a friend who's a pastor. I'll just ask her to do it. Yeah. Yeah, the sprite work is really nice. Well, I'm still working on my Genesis baby talk. See if I can get a title screen going, just a sample title screen, and a piece of music I wrote to play on the Genesis, and then consider that a W to start with as I progress, and then... Man! This might take me a little while to get through all of this, but that's okay. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna up this to 60 frames a second next week. See if the computer can handle it. It's an old-ish video card, but you know, it's still like a 3080 or something like that, or whatever, 3070. It's an NVIDIA. Oof. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I died. I died. I bought a hard drive for my Steam Deck because I am running out of space. Ended up getting it off of eBay. So they were selling a 2 terabyte. I'm like, holy fuck, $3.99. And then I was like, I don't know if I want to spend $3.99. Now it's like $900 fucking dollars. It's like, I'm not spending $900 on a hard drive for a toy. Albeit a very expensive toy, but... This guy sure likes his grips. Die already! Fuck you, bud. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Way tougher than Street Fighter by a fucking mile. Absolutely by a mile. It is more satisfying. What's interesting is, you know what it kind of, it's almost like somewhere between Street Fighter and Virtual Fighter, because Street Fighter, you have to have your combos absolutely perfect, and that's sort of the shtick. It's definitely not a button masher, and neither is, but what Virtual Fighter has very simple moves, and you just need to time it and be judicious about how you do it. This is sort of like a hybrid. It's not a button masher like both of those games are not. But it also doesn't have like, you don't have to memorize like 83 crazy combos, but you have to make sure that you are being smart about the moves that you use. So in that sense, it reminds me a lot of Virtual Fighter. It's not super flashy. Like, the characters have some magic attacks, like this dude is shooting fireballs or whatever the fuck you want to call it at me. What a dick. This is... What is interesting is you get these little right at the end kind of bits. That I find very interesting. Round 3. Apparently this guy thinks we're tap dancing. Fuck. Shit. This guy's a pain in the ass. I'll take stating the obvious for $500. Hello, Tilk. King, yeah. DQ something different here. Thought maybe fuck. That's a check? Holy butch boobies, Batman. Here we go. Not. Damn. She was originally in Art of Fighting as one of those surprise she's a woman type characters. I bet you ever slept with her was surprised she was a woman too. There we go. It seems like the crouching and shin kicks seem to do, but they also need to do just enough that they will. I wonder where this is supposed to be. Like, it has this kind of, like, it's almost like it's like partially Germanic and partially partially Croatian, partially Eastern Bloc, partially Brazilian. Like, this is really, really interesting architectural hybrid of wherever it is they're supposed to be. Yes, I lost. I've lost a number of times. Speaking of church. In the spirit of fiscal responsibility, the pastor decided to buy the collection plate at AliExpress. Oh, I'm fighting in a cathedral? Ouch, I wouldn't want to worship. Oh, yeah. What's weird though is I wonder what room this would be, because if you look at the way that most Christian based churches are, you know, they're shaped like a cross. Like, you have the nave, and like this room doesn't look like the kind of room that you would expect. Like, the room almost feels like it would be almost like a galley, but I don't know. I'm guessing that these guys, when they were drawing this shit, they weren't really thinking too much about it. Looks like it's been made into a bar. There is actually a church in Ottawa, my hometown, that they turned into a bar. It's actually a quite beautiful place. Which is more than I can say with how I'm doing with this. Need to step up my game. Need to step up my game. We'll try this again here, people. I'll see if I can, on the break, I'll see if I can find pictures of the bar in Ottawa. That used to be a church. The, we have, yeah. But you can get meat in there, and that used to be made by monks. I thought I won the first 2 fights. Why am I still... I guess not. Flying kick. Shit. Fuck. Yes, they were. They were a lot of things back then, come to think of it. Ah. Tough go. Tough go. Whoops. Whoa. What the fuck? I think my Saturn just crashed. Hit button. Hit button. Hit all the buttons. My Saturn just crashed. Alright, hang on. I'll just reboot it. Lame. Lame. All right. Oh, I can't believe I have to do this all over again. It's like, that's fine. I'm trying to not be one of these people that just like, oh, it's not going. Oh, it remembered. Cool. That's good because I really didn't want to have to go and do that again. This game is pretty hard. Now, if I can just finish off post-divorcee Ellen DeGeneres here and this, then we should be good. There. What are you stunned by? Vector Man, what are you stunned by? This seems like a good enough time to have some nutritionally deficient food. Well, more nutritionally deficient food. This is my cheat day. And but no booze for me tonight. Yeah, I'm surprised it did that too. Like, I don't know if it was some kind of glitch with the memory card or... Because I reset it pretty quickly, but... it was really weird. The Saturn is modded, to be fair, and I have custom firmware and stuff on it, so that to deal with memory and that sort of thing. So that may have something to do with it, but yeah, I fought this team. I have fought this team. I don't remember if I finished this. Like, I don't play this that often. Ow. Well, I got myself an impromptu blood transfusion, certainly enough to keep Jehovah's Witnesses away. Ow! Yeah, we'll, yeah, of course I want to start. Bloody hell. Here we go. Oh, that's not good. Ow. I kind of wanted to do that without me getting kicked too. Ah! Nope, Jehovah's Witnesses do not believe in blood transfusions. They do not. They believe they do not give blood. I have gotten rid of many Jehovah's Witnesses by saying that I donate blood or asking them to, and I tend to fuck with them, which is not very nice. But you know what? I also don't go and try to convert people out their house. I'm just pausing it to finish this last lonely Reese peanut butter cup, which I need to put out of its misery. Because it's the humane thing to do. The last Reese has no wife, no family, because I ate them. They are weird. And they set up their kiosks in the weirdest fucking places. They set one up like on this beautiful, like in Saskatchewan in front of the provincial legislature, which is essentially like, you know, like the governor's, you know, there's this beautiful public path that everybody can go and walk their dog, and there's like a canal where people kayak and, you know, really very, very nice. And they set up, there's this bridge where there's this beautiful running water and everything, and all the joggers and the runners and the civil servants and that work for the government run through there on their lunch. And they set up there with all their kiosks and shit at lunch hour. It's like, well, we don't believe in blood transfusions. It's not what God wanted. Really? Well, then why did he make blood? Yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses are weird, and they... I find... I don't know. They're just... I find them annoying. It's like they don't believe in all kinds of medical procedures, like to help save somebody. They don't believe in blood transfusions. They don't believe in donating blood. They don't believe it's like, okay, you're going to preach the spirit of giving and you don't want to help people? You wouldn't give your own daughter or your own son or your own family like a couple of pints of your blood, you know, to save your own kid? I'm sorry, but that just doesn't compute for me. Oh, it's unnatural. Yeah, but it's your kid. You're going to let your kid die when all you have to do is basically sit in a chair for a bit? Like, I don't know. Oh, yes, the special underwear of the Mormons. Yeah, you see them around here, too. You ever been to Salt Lake City? That place is a trip. And the NBC station is actually owned by I don't know. I just Raised Catholic, no thanks. I mean, and there's weird shit there too. The Mormons are particularly weird. Whenever somebody's a little too perfect and they look like they came out in 1955, the more perfect and the more like they look like they came out of an episode of Leave It to Beaver from 1955, the more I wonder what else is in the in the closet. Furthest out of my home state I've been to Chicago. Chicago is an awesome city. I love Chicago. It's probably one of my favorites. If and when things get back to normal in the United States and it's safe for me, well, safe for people to go, period. I definitely would love to go back to Chicago. I've spent a good amount of time in Chicago, and I really, really like it. It's one of my favorite cities. Awesome pizza, awesome people, awesome sports. It's real. I mean, it's a tough town. You do have to watch where you go and don't get involved in stupid shit. In South Chicago, you really, for the reasons that you actually just mentioned. But Chicago proper is pretty ace. It was even fun when I had to suffer through watching the Cubs at Wrigley Field for a business trip. It's like, why couldn't we get the good Chicago team? Like, why couldn't we just watch the White Sox? Man, I don't want to go and watch the Subs. Yeah, I heard the Bears are going to Indiana. That was a big topic of discussion. Zero, you rubbing my ankles does not help me fight well. Not that I'm doing brilliantly right now, anyway. Oh, I almost might have been able to maybe finish that one. Zero, you're not helping. Well, I died anyway, so do you want some attention? You want attention? Zero, if you want me to pick you up, come over here. Yeah. Ugh. This is what you want, isn't it? Okay, let me try and finish this fight, okay? I know she wanted more than that. Crap. I've never actually been to an NFL game in Chicago. You lost. Yeah. Hadn't noticed. Rawr. Poop. This is what we call getting your ass kicked, to say the least. All right, let's try this bullshit again, shall we? Yeah, it went to you too. Tonight we bring to you Epic Failure on a Stick. Tonight's failure is sponsored by nobody in particular and performed by nobody of reference. Ow! Where the fuck did he get that shit? Bloody hell. This is how we do things, apparently. Gong Kuhan. Kue. Fight! What does it look like I'm doing? Can't even paddle a boat with my spine the way it is. Ouch. Is this a fight, or is he trying to eat her like Hannibal Lecter? Guy grabs me and fucking... Ow. That didn't go very well, did it? That didn't go very well at all. In fact, I would go so far as to call that entire performance, or lack thereof, complete and utter bullshit, because that, ladies and gents, is what it is. Ow, 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 ow. Ow! Ow! Fuck me! Poop. Poop. That was different. 0. Daddy is busy failing miserably at getting past this big fat guy who is beat him once. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Ah, shit poop. Sugar poo. Well, that went well. Me think this guy might... Isn't this a tag team game? Yeah, it is. But I have no one to play with. Well, there's also a tag team with the computer. Which, I could run after this. I just felt like some one-on-one action. Oh, that came off wrong. But anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it is. But you have the option to do it one-on-one, as you see here. Might make things more interesting. Ow. I guess it's sort of like... Did you ever play Double Dragon 2, Double Dragon on NES, or Double Dragon 2? And when you load Double Dragon, there's 4 modes. There's like a 1-player mode and a 2-player mode for like the normal story mode and the side scroller. No, you played Street Fighter. You knew of the port before I did for Genesis, yeah. But then there's also a mode on the NES where it's like a one-on-one fight, and 1-player, 2-player. I guess it's sort of like that in the sense that you can choose, although there isn't a tag team. There isn't a tag team mode, like a fighting tag team mode in. There isn't a tag team mode, sort of Smash Brothers style in in Double Dragon. We can go quick. Ah, poopity poop. You know, it's not too bad. And my coach found somebody to sub for me on the team so they didn't have to forfeit. Because it would have been a heavy boat. Very heavy boat. This guy is really starting to get on my nerves. Really starting to get on my nerves. Ah, fuck muffins. Yeah, Marvel. That's a better analogy. Marvel versus Capcom. Man, I haven't played that in ages. I think I have that. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe I should play that in a bit. I think I have it. I think I have Marvel vs. Capcom. My buddy runs a movie theater here, and he has Marvel vs. Capcom in the lobby, an arcade in the front of the lobby for the movie theater. I must put more quarters in and play it. Oof. Well, that didn't go very well, did it? Rock! Let me go. God, this guy looks like he's had enough to eat. I need to do something different with this guy. Need to do something different. Do do do. Biddy 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 ba ba do. Biddy 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 dee 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 dee. Owie owie owie. Why are the women in these games always wearing nothing but underwear? Just doesn't strike me as the most practical wardrobe. Mind you, I don't think anybody would want to see. Shin kicks for the win. You can take your shin kick and shove it up your ass. Ow. That didn't go very well. I'm having flashbacks of my last class here. I have X-Men vs. Street Fighter. That counts. I have so many doodly doos. Doodly doos. It's like I'll get him in one match and then it just all sort of falls apart. I must finish this. I don't think I have Marvel superheroes. I'd have to check in my box. I think I need to stop from being grabbed and used like a... This guy is using me like a kettlebell. Okay, there's one. Let's see if we can progress to the next stagey. Owie, owie, owie. Ow, 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 ow. Fuck. Let go of me, you twit. Damn! This is pissing me off. Fuck. If I had just timed that a little better, I might have gotten that one out of the way. Fuck, and such. Damn you and such. I think this system might be able to handle like 64 or 60 frames a second. Like, we're not dealing with, like, crazy. I have pretty good internet. The card on here is decent. Should be able to handle it. Hurrah! Hurrah! Hello, Zero. You're not helping. Oh, didn't go very well, did it? What in the world is that? Zero, you're not helping. At all. Cat is not helping. Wah! Zero, stop it. Cat's pawing and shoving her nose in my shoulder, making it hard to play. Because she wants attention. And it's very distracting. Can you imagine if they let puppies or kittens in jiu-jitsu matches? Nothing would ever get done. Fuck off! Fuck off. Fuck off. Come on, man. Oh, come on. Come on. That was such bullshit. Fuckers. Fuckers. Round one, fight. There we go. Ow. I guess I spoke too soon. Get off. Oh, I didn't time that well either. Round two. Well, at least you can't throw me in the fire. Ow, 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 ow. Skinner! Why aren't these uniforms color fast? My stubbornness will see me through. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to get some more chocolate and some generic dollar store Sprite. I got some more chocolate and I got some Coke Zero. I posted a funny comment on Instagram for there was just some inappropriate what I thought was sort of like an unintentionally inappropriate what was I gonna say? An unintentionally inappropriate phallic graphic design, and I made fun of it. And some guy said that apparently I'm too old to be that perverted. It's just like, yeah, it's because I'm over 18 and it's called experience. The closest that guy's probably ever been to a woman is ex-hamster. Which is about how close I'm getting to this winning this match against this guy, it would seem. I don't know why everybody has such a hang up over age. It's like, I'm not 19 years old. I work. I have a company. You know, you're not going to stay 20 forever. I take care of myself. I work out. I do martial arts. Most people my age look a lot older than me. And I'm 41. Like, I'm not 80. Sometimes I feel like Gen Alpha thinks that anybody that's over 19, I don't know. Every generation thinks that the one before, but it seems a little more silly. I don't know. Oh, we've missed just that one last little bit. Now we just have to continue from there. Fuck. Holy smokes, Sereno. It's annoying to
My water, charm, round one, fight. Round two, fight. My water, charm, round one, fight.
How many times have I been trying to beat this guy?
Round two, fight.
This guy is actually starting to piss me off a little bit. Not gonna lie.
My water, charm, round one, fight. Round two, fight.
I hate these grabs.
My water, charm, round one, fight.
I think I'm actually... I feel like maintaining the distance seems to be the difficulty that I'm having with this guy. Like, I'll get a few that land. And then he'll do a grab, and then that will happen, which is extremely annoying. Okay, there's one win, but I've gotten the one win before, but I gotta... Man. Fuck. God, this guy is such a piss off. I think if I can't get this guy, I'm gonna probably switch to another game, because honestly, it's starting to piss me off. Take a breath, it's just a game. Yeah. I'm going to take a break. You know what? I'll try one more and then I will. I'm going to take a 15-minute break? Actually, you know what? This is a good time to take a break. I'm just going to... Maybe I'll try him again. I should probably keep going. I shouldn't quit the game. 15-minute break. 15-minute break. Alrighty, everybody, it's a little quiet tonight, and I am not getting anywhere with this dude, so I am going to, I'm gonna try one more try to beat this guy, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. But I'll be back next Saturday, as per normal. Because I can't get past this guy tonight. You lost. I hadn't noticed. Apparently I'd lost. I control them. I gotta figure out how to avoid being grabbed like that. And be winning, and then you... Fuck me. Oh, fucky dookie bucky. Yeah. That's it for me. That's it for me. That's okay. It was good fun. Alright, I will be back next week.